Hi everyone, in today's tutorial we are looking at how to customize the notifications from within Back on Stage app that are sent to your admins, musicians, and clients as well. So first of all, what notifications are there? Inside the app we've got notifications for things like gig offers and updates which are sent to your musicians and crew. We've got notifications for booking and client actions that are sent to administrators, and then we've got client actions as well, like when somebody makes a payment or signing a contract, things that are actually sent to the client themselves. So obviously you would probably want to customize these things for a number of different reasons, but some of those might be, if you wanted to infuse your brand into some of these communications by either adding your logo or changing the language a little bit. You can obviously translate the notifications into other languages entirely, or even just simplify or complexify them, if that's even a word. So let's jump right into it here. I'm gonna slide over to my Back on Stage account here, and I'm in the Notification Control Center. So note here, first of all, in order to see the Notification Control Center, you need to be logged in as an administrator. So if I click on my company toggle up here, I need to be viewing either as an owner or an administrator of whatever company I'm in. If you're a musician in the system or a musician pro and you only have access to your musician space, you will not see this Notification Control Center. Notification Control Center is a company-wide control panel. So whatever you do here affects notifications at the company level. Be aware of that. So as an administrator, when you come in here, this is not your personal preferences. I'm not controlling gig offers for myself, for example, if I didn't want to receive them on my own as SMS. That's not what this is doing. This is controlling your entire company. So if I come in here and I turn off SMSs, that means nobody's getting SMSs. If I turn that back on, that means everybody's getting SMS. So be aware of that. To come to the Notification Control Center, all you want to do is come down here to your company settings in the left-hand navigation, scroll down a little bit to Notification Control Center, and that'll get you right in here. So first of all, from the main page here, what you can see is a list of all the different types of notifications that Back on Stage is able to send. We've got things like gig offers that are sent to your members. We've got things like band chat message notifications. We've got client payments that are sent to administrators. We've got thank you for your payment that gets sent to your clients, and so on. So we've kind of grouped them into things to do with bookings, things to do with tasks, and then things to do with your leads as well. So what you'll see here, first of all, is columns for email and SMS. That's pretty straightforward. If you have these turned on, these are activating the email notifications, and same thing for SMS. I will note here, for the SMS notifications to work, there's a bit of a process. You do need to get SMS notifications enabled on your account. So there's a few steps involved in that process. We have a tutorial on that, and I've linked to it in the description to this video, so go ahead and check that out. But you can also come in here to your profile here, click on Get Help. That'll bring you over to our Help Center. Just type in the word Twilio, like that, and that'll take you to this tutorial. So what you're gonna wanna do here is you need to set up a Twilio account first. That is a platform that we use to connect to all the mobile carriers in the world so that your messages generated from within Back on Stage can be converted to text messages and sent out to your members. So you will need an account with Twilio, and that needs to be linked to your Back on Stage account. This tutorial shows you how to do all of that. So once you've got all that set up and you're ready to go, you can use SMS within your Back on Stage account, which is super handy. It makes your makes your company much more efficient, much easier to get gig offers out to musicians and so on. Definitely recommend setting that up. I will also note, sidebar here, the text message, the SMS notification is a feature that you will need to add on into your account. It's an additional fee in Back on Stage, so be aware of that as well. You need to have that enabled. If you're watching this video at the time I'm recording this video, we don't actually have the billing portal built yet for allowing us to add this to your monthly bill. So in the meantime, everybody's getting access to this SMS feature for free. So you're welcome. Go ahead, check it out, see what you think. And then we'll let you know once you need to start paying for it. And hopefully by then you'll have an idea of whether or not you need it. But that's what you need to do to get that set up. So definitely recommend doing all of that. So let's take a quick look here at what we can do to customize these notifications. I'm going to take a look at this gig offer here, and I'm going to come in here to edit that. So from the main screen here, we can see we've got a compose email area at the top, and we've got the compose SMS area at the bottom. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You can customize your subject line and the body of the email. Now, within each one of these, you'll see we're using our tokens here as well. If you've been using Back on Stage for a while and you've done our contracts or client emails or anything, you're familiar with tokens. But these allow you to basically personalize the messages and use data from the system to populate whatever needs to go into that message. So it's pretty simple. You just place your cursor into wherever you want to drop in some data. Like for example here, if I wanted to say you have a new gig offer and I wanted to tell the musician it's in whatever city it's in, I could come over here and I'm going to choose the token and wherever this client is hiring me for, I'm going to grab their city and I'm going to drop that in there. And now you'll see you have a new gig offer in client city. So that's how you'll kind of customize these messages however you need. And then from within there as well, I mean, you can take out anything we've got in there. I would just mention as a little caution here, if you are going to go crazy with modifying these, things like this respond now link, for example, this is very key to this notification actually working for you. For example, in the case of the gig offer, we're sending a musician an offer and saying, hey, we've got this gig, can you do it? They need to respond. They have to click that link to respond. They go to the booking page, they hit accept or decline. If that link disappears from this email, they'll have nowhere to go to accept or decline this, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the gig offer email. So try not to mess with these too much. If you really do screw it up badly and you messed up all the tokens and they're just all out of place, you can always come up to the top here and just hit revert to original, and that will reset everything to its default state so you can go back to square one if that happens. The other note I'm going to make here is in the SMS message composer here at the bottom, what you want to be careful of when you're creating your SMS messages, first of all, keep them brief. The way Twilio's billing works is you get billed based on the number of message segments that are sent in any given message. You got to kind of think back to the days of the old Nokia phones where you could see the character counter every time you made a message. And you had a maximum of 160 characters. SMS still works the same way today. We're billed based on the number of message segments, and each message is divided into 160 character segments, basically. So in this example, you can see I've added some emojis in here. Emojis actually burn up quite a bit of characters. It shifts the whole system over to a different character set and uses a lot more bytes, or bits rather, to send this message. So it's a little technical, a little nerdy, sorry, you don't need to know that much, but just bear in mind that the more characters you add into a message and the more emojis and things you throw in there, the more expensive that's going to get for you to send those out through your Back on Stage account. So keep them brief. Maybe don't put in emojis if you don't absolutely need to, and that will keep your billing kind of in check for you. So handy tips there. So that's really all there is to it. Once you're done with editing a notification there, you can hit save. I will also mention really quickly for the tokens side of things, when you open up the tokens menu, you can see that we've got tokens pertaining to the client, pertaining to this particular bookings details, to services, invoice details, contract details, your own company. And then at the bottom here, for every notification type, we've got notification specific tokens. So for example, in the case of a gig offer, we have things like the rate amount, which is the amount of money we're going to promise this particular person to do the gig. We've got the offer expiry time. So those aren't going to be available to you in other notifications, like for example, when a client payment is made or something. You won't see those types of tokens in that notification type, but they are available to you within the notifications that they belong to. So, and just be careful of those, because those are the ones that are very key to that notification being successful, if you will. They're carefully designed to get the right amount of information to people so that the notifications actually are impactful. So try to make sure you've at least got these notification-specific tokens inside all of your notifications if you are going to go and edit any of them. So that's really all there is to the notification control center. So once again, we've gone over how to sort of shut those on and off. This is, again, at the company level. So you're affecting things across your entire organization here. And you do need to have a Twilio account set up and embedded and linked properly if you're going to use the SMS notifications. So I hope that helped. Thanks so much for checking out this tutorial. If you're new here, please check us out at backonstageapp.com. You can start a free 30-day trial there if you'd like. And as always, thanks for watching. If you're new here, hit those like and subscribe buttons. We're coming out with new videos all the time, and we hope to see you back. Thanks, and have a great day.